Well, everybody thought she's going to win that drama prize. Everybody except me. I mean, she can't act, she can't sing, she can't dance, and she ain't even pretty to look at. Who in the world would want to give Wanda June a drama prize? But they all seem to think she's going to win. But I tell you, the mayor had something to do with that. I mean, he was a judge. And I went over there the other day to talk to Gladys at City Hall, and I found out something else. She said right before the contest he was over there just rambling through all the files, and I knew what he found. She told me what he found. Every one of the other judges on that panel had at least 3 talking tips. So you know, the mayor just told me he would tear them all up if they just vote for Wanda June. Of course, they didn't care who won the contest. They just wanted to get rid of the parking tickets. So anyway, that's how it happened. Wanda June won the drama prize right here in Peabody, Georgia. Well, we all thought, well, it's over now, but not her mama. Now, she had a bake sale in front of the Piggly Wiggly for 9 weeks running, raising money to send that child to New York. Oh, yes, she's going to send her to New York and make a star out of her. So, there she was, headed for New York, with one little suitcase and a hat with 5 velvet ribbons on it. Yep, there she was, going to New York. She was going to become a star. Well, first night she was there, she met up with this man who passed himself off as a theatrical producer. He didn't do anything but get her drunk. And the next morning, she woke up in Grand Central Station without a stitch on, except for that hat with the 5 velvet ribbons on it. And you know Corbett Miles that lives down over there on the other side of Center Street? He run over to the next town and got a copy of the New York Post. And they had it all over the front page about this unknown starlet found naked in the train station. He brought it over and in and out everybody's back door that morning, that paper went. And last but not least, he took it to Wanda Jean's mother, when she was shocked. You didn't see about that. You should have heard him describe how her face looked and what she said. He wouldn't even tell me what she said. She promptly snatched that paper from his hot little hands and tore it in a million pieces because it was too late, because it already been all over town. Well, she didn't have too much said about Wanda June and her theatrical career that day, I tell you now. But what really surprised us all was Wanda June herself. Because after we saw that newspaper article, nobody in town thought she'd ever show her face here again. We figured she'd just stay in New York and wait tables or something, I don't know. But anyway, the next week, there she was, stepping off the train, down at the depot. Mrs. Praise, you please, with her hat on with the 5 velvet ribbons just a-flapping in the breeze like nothing in the world had ever happened. And a little suitcase in her hand, and she went plodding right down Center Street, turned, went down Mulberry Street, just walking along. Some people saw her and peered across to the other side of the street. They didn't want to have to confront Wanda Jr. even mention this episode. But I tell you, you know those sisters over there that live down there at the corner just past the church? What's their names? Elvira and Miranda. Well, they met on the front porch according to an eyewitness across the street, and they motioned for her to come on in. They held the screen door for and everything, and she stayed in there the longest kind of time. And then she came out and they waved to everybody. I know why she was in there. Because you know Elvira and Miranda been Spencers on the left, and they just snatched the opportunity as it come down the street to find out the true facts of life. Because, honey, if she'd been spending the night with a theatrical producer, you know she knew everything there was to know about the facts of life. And so, I guess Elvira and Miranda just poured tea and had little dainties for her to eat and just drew all that information out of it. And you know how Wanda Jr. She don't have any discrimination at all. She just told them everything, I'm sure. Well, I have noticed them in the butcher shop sometimes since then. And every time that Mr. Clark holds up a salami and says, would y'all like a cut of this? They just turn red, just as red as they can, and they say, no thank you. And then they look at one another and just go, They found it all out from Wanda June, I'm sure. They ain't no telling what's going on in that house these days. But anyway, that's the story of Wanda June and her fabulous drama prize.